Hello, welcome to That's Camellia podcast. This is your go to space for conversations that aren't just powerful, but they are designed to help you grow, ignite a conversation. They're designed for you to say, well, let's talk about that. I am your host, Camellia. So, bi monthly, I will be diving into some raw, real, truly insightful conversations and sometimes dialogue with some guests that I'll have on the show. And I know that these conversations will leave you empowered and uplifted because that's the goal. I want to encourage you to look, hope beyond what you can see. So think about this. Think about That's Camellia podcast as a little corner of the world where we're going to spark some change. We're going to change the world one meaningful conversation at a time. So settle in, grab you a quick little drink, and let's get encouraged together. And let's cause a ripple that will change the world. Welcome back to That's Camellia Podcast. At the end of my last episode, I talked a little bit about LENA, LENA. So this is a organization based in, or the one that I had partnered with is in Dallas, operates out of Dallas, Texas. But what was interesting about this organization, or what drew me to it, is their goal, their passion, right? So within this LENA program, get this, and the reason why it sparked my interest, of course, I have two grandbabies. So it talks about the technology of conversational turns. Now, LENA, lena.org, and that's how you can look them up on any social media. When you look them up, they define conversational turns as conversational turns are simple back and forth alterations between a child and an adult. I would think of it like pickleball. I've played pickleball a couple of times, and it's going back and forth, tossing the ball, hitting the ball across the net to your opponent. And your opponent is your child or grandbaby in my case. So back and forth, we're hitting the ball. We're having this volley. I also wrote a book, shameless plug, a little book called Volley, where it talks about just having a conversation back and forth. And that's what life is about. Conversational turns. It goes back and forth from an adult to a child. So with this, if an adult speaks and then the child follows, or vice versa. So, and they talk about not having no more than a 5-second delay between the conversations. So if I say to my grandbaby, how was your day? Or I like your hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm expecting a response from my grandbaby. Whatever that is. It's non-cry, speech-like sound. That's considered a turn. So that's considered where my grandbaby is hitting the paddleboard, hitting the ball back over to me for me to say something. So this starts with infants, they say. So even the infants' coos or little mouth movements, whatever that is, real or made up, conversational turns is what the LENA organization uses, and they have data to back this up. And you can go on their website, lena.com, and look up their research. It's impressive. And something as simple as serving and returning interactions. Serving and returning. I say something, wait for them to say something back. That is considered a conversational turn. How many should you do? Okay. Listen, I thought about this when I was reading and I was speaking with their director. They said, 20 minutes at the most. 20 minutes will get you about 40 conversational turns. Back and forth, back and forth. In a whole day, we can intentionally set aside 20 minutes where we interact with our children back and forth, back and forth. Now, what I started realizing as I did more research on the LENA program is that what I realized with the conversational turns is that these conversational turns are linked to the strength of the white matter connected between two language regions in our brain, according to the Journal of Neuroscience. Now, there was a study back in July. There was a study in July found in the Journal of Neuroscience that linked conversational turns as early as 6 months. Isn't that amazing? Conversational turns are linked to the activity in our brain. Conversational turns are linked to the activity in our brains. Conversational turns are linked to an increased service area in our brain associated with our language comprehension, reading skills. All of this is published in the Child Development research found on LENA.org. I bring this up, of course, because it's a passion of mine, because I have grandbabies. But conversational turns in the first 3 years of our children's lives are linked to higher IQ scores in middle school, according to the Journal Pediatrics study. So I wanted to share this information. Go to LENA.org, and if this program is available in your area, reach out. Even if it's not, guess what? You can ask for it. Ask your school, ask your daycare if they could bring it to wherever your child is. And here's homework. Here's a call to action. 20 minutes a day. Interact with your children. Have an intentional conversational turn. Back and forth. Back and forth. Verbal, nonverbal, coos, speech-like, all of it counts as a conversational turn, as long as it's back and forth for at least 20 minutes. We can do this. Let me know your thoughts. All right, another great, powerful, and thoughtful conversation on That's Camellia podcast. I truly hope something has been discussed or said that resonated with you in this life episode in your life right now, or sparked a new thought, or just a little bit of peace and laughter. So, if you're ready to continue in your life episodes with me, or if you feel like you have a story that needs to be shared, head over to thatscamellia.com. That's where you'll find more information about my one-on-one and group coaching sessions, and even to apply to be a guest on here on That's Camellia podcast. So before you go, if you love what you heard today, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow That's Camellia podcast wherever you listen. And you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram, and of course on my website, thatscamellia.com. Your support helps us to spread these ripples of empowerment far and wide. So, all right, until next time, remember to be the ripple that changes others' lives. You got this.